Okay, guys, I'm running into a little bit of problem here. Let me try something else. I'm trying to get Steve on here. I was afraid this was going to happen. For some reason, I'm not being able to get him on. Let me text him here. But while we're waiting on him to do this, let me go ahead and do our sponsors. I may not be able to get him on tonight. I thought we had this figured out. Me and John Campbell done this the other day through Messenger, and it worked fine. But tonight it keeps saying there's an error when I'm trying to go through Messenger. So I'm going to get his email and send him an email and see if I can invite him that way. So while we're waiting on him to text me his email, I will go ahead and get our sponsors: Fish Sticks, Rods, Hook and Donkeys, Sanborn Builders, Ace Hardware, Hobbs Roofing, Pizza Stop, Southern Ohio Sanitation, and Williams and Son Construction. Guys, get out there and uh, tell these people you've heard their name on here, and let them know that we appreciate them doing what they do. Uh, I'm going to be going off the screen. I don't know if I'm off the screen, but my page is changing here. I got to try to send Steve an email here. Then, Steve, what you'll have to do after I send you the email, you're going to have to download, not download, but accept the app. Uh, your email should come up pretty quick, as much as we've emailed back and forth. Yep, there it is. Yep. Okay, Steve, I'm sending it to you now. We'll see if this works. And guys, like I said, I apologize uh, for the delay here, and we're going to learn. Uh, hey, Robert, Matt, I am using a whole different thing than Facebook. Yeah, Matt, I don't. I'm not. I'm not even using the Facebook live. I'm on a StreamYard. It's a whole different thing. I have to send the app. I have to send the invite out. But I appreciate your help there, Steve. Let me know if you've got the email. So, well, while we're waiting on that, let's go ahead and what I do there. Tonight's bait is going to be the 4-inch bug, and it's green pumpkin. That'll be the bait tonight for the trivia question. If I can get Steve on here, we'll have a he's got a really good trivia question. For some reason, my internet down here on my phone is not, and I'm all tangled up in my cord. I'm a mess today. Uh, Internet down here in the basement for some reason tonight is all messed up too. I don't know what's up with that. Hopefully, in a couple weeks, I'm going to have a friend here, and maybe she can figure out how to get all my boosters and all that stuff. I've got them. I just ain't got them. I don't know how to set them up. I don't know how to figure them out. So, but while we're waiting on Steve, I will. Don't forget this. So get out and get your receipts next week. Whoever when I say it, whoever text me the first receipt or shows it here uh, on the page will win that crankbait. So, and also with, let me try something here. I thought I had it figured out, but for some reason it keeps saying an air tonight, and I don't know what that is. Me and John Campbell, we worked on it the other day, and it worked fine for me and him. And now it's not wanting to work for tonight. Of course, that's how it always works, ain't it? When you're trying to do, I didn't even get a chance to put a different shirt on. I came down here, me and John was trying to do it, and then I realized it was 8 o'clock, and Steve had sent me a message, and uh, guess I'm gonna have to do a little bit more work on trying to figure this stuff out more. I thought I had it figured out. And I got a bunch of people on here tonight because I said I was going to get Steve on here. So hopefully we can get this figured out and get him on here. But while we're waiting on that, let's go ahead and, guys, my boat is now for sale. It's official. I'm going to sell my boat. Uh, I'm going to let everything go on it except the DD26 live foot, the motor that turns my uh, forward facing. I'm going to keep it. But the 360, the 12 live up front, the 10-inch Humminbird up front for the 360, the Quest trolling motor, all three graphs. I got a 9 Gen 3, I got a 9 carbon, and I got a 12 live at the console. 2 power poles. The motor's got, I think, roughly around 600 hours, but about probably 50% of that's idle. Uh, the trick steps on it will go. Uh, Most of you know my boat. Everything with it's going to go, and I'm going to sell it for $38,900. So anybody interested, message me. I'm going to get some pictures and get it out on the internet. Hey, Carol, get it out on the internet and see if we can't get it sold. So anybody interested in a new boat or new to you boat, get with me. Hey, Jeff. And that's a pretty good deal for, it's a 2016 920 Pro XP. Uh, you know, nothing. There's nothing wrong with it. I want a newer 4-stroke motor, so I'm going to sell. I'm going to sell my boat. I've got my eye on a boat. I don't know if it's going to work out or not, but I got to get my boat sold before I can afford to buy another one. So, and if you know anybody interested, spread the word. Like I said, we're going to start at 38.9. Hey, Tracy, I'm having all kind of problems on this today. My technology is not working out for me. I don't know, Steve. I, I haven't got a text back from him. I don't know if he's trying to do it or let me send him a text. That's about what I'm going to do, Rusty. Hit it with a. Yeah, Steve's not getting it for some reason. Well, Steve, we're going to have to try maybe uh, another time. Okay, Dean. Yeah, call me after the live and we can talk. Um, I don't know why. Let me try one more time, Steve. I don't know why it's saying an error. Uh, Unless I'm doing it. Let me try this. Just bear with me, guys, just for a minute. Let's see if it does this way. Nope, it still says an error recorded. Please try again later. I'm going to have to call StreamYard tomorrow and find out what in the world's going on, why it won't let me invite. Let me try one other thing here. This does not make no sense that the other day me and John Campbell done it, and it worked perfect. And now I can't get it to do it. I don't know. Steve, if you're on, there he is. Okay, he's on. Okay, here, let's get him, add him to Steve. There you go, Steve. Wow, what a mess.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what we done there, but we finally got it figured out. Did you have to go through the email
I went through the email on my laptop.
on your laptop? Okay. So maybe you have to do it on a laptop instead of a phone.
I think that's the issue, yes.
Okay. Well, guys, this is Steve Calder. How long was you the president of the Federation?
From 2012 until 2021.
21. And then you was tournament director for how long?
From 2002 till I took over as president.
The 2002 to 2012, you was tournament director for Ohio.
Yes, I was.
Well, give us a little background on you.
On me?
Yep.
See, I've been tournament fishing since 72 as a member of Cranberry Marsh Bass Club. In 98, 99, I believe I fished the BASS Top 150 and Top 100 as a co-angler. I fished with Ish Monroe, Charlie Campbell, a few of the other pros. I traveled with three other guys at times. Normally there was three of us, sometimes four, and we fished the Everstarts then, which in the Southern Division, which are now the Toyotas. And I fished with David Dudley at Cumberland and finished fourth on the co-angler side. I fished the Southern Division. Then when they created the Northern Division, I fished the Northern Division. And at one time there was at the Northern Division, Detroit River, there was 12 members of Cranberry Marsh Bass Club fishing that tournament, and we all stayed together.
Cool.
I'm still fishing Cranberry. I'm fishing both divisions. I'm fishing the BFLs now out of the Michigan division.
Okay. Now, give us a little bit of background on the Federation. I know you've been through it from the bass side to the TBF side.
Okay, I'm still trying to find out a date the Federation was formed. It's either 71 or 72. Cranberry Marsh Bass Club at one time had over 125 members. And
Wow.
when BASS started the Federation, or when we started the Federation under BASS in the early 70s, Cranberry literally split into four clubs. They all still fish Cranberry, but we had Buckeye Lake Bassmasters, we had Heart of Ohio, we had Cardinal Bassmasters, and there was one other one, I can't think of the name. And literally we fished that. But at that time, it was scaled for a 10-member club. And I remember fishing one big tournament on the Ohio River, which was like a state championship in the early 70s, like 71, 72. And Vito Bassmasters ran it. And we fished out of the Little Kanawha River at the ramp that big ramp that there's in the Kanawha River. Fished off and on different federations. Got away from it from a little bit when I went to started working more, and my shift didn't allow me to fish. Then, when my son got old enough and wanted to fish, Cranberry had a youth division. So back in the early '80s, I started fishing again, or '90s, I should say. I started fishing Cranberry again, and dabbled in the federation again. As Cranberry Marsh Bass Club, we formed another federation team, and have been involved in it ever since.
Okay.
The Bass Federation is kind of unique. It is the only organization or tournament circuit that you can get to the BFL All-American by fishing 2 tournaments. Literally, if you finish number 1 in your club or number 2 and go to the national semifinals and make the TBF championship and be the highest qualifier from your division, which normally you're only fishing against 10 to 12 guys to make that, you can go to the all BFL or the All-American by fishing 2 tournaments and paying only 1 entry fee, as the TBF National Championship is a free tournament. And if you would win the TBF National Championship like Andy Fryer did, you could win $125,000. You win a brand new boat plus cash plus entry fees paid into this. Andy chose to fish the Toyota Series. As a co-angler, you win $25,000 plus, and that's as a co-angler. That's for $100 entry fee into the national semifinal.
He just got back from fishing the Toyota Championship. He qualified through the Toyotas to fish championship here just a couple weeks ago, actually. Yeah. Andy Fry did.
Yeah. So it's a unique situation. I mean, Ohio's been fortunate. When we were with BASS before the split in 2004, I know for sure we had 2 anglers qualify for the Bassmasters Classic through it. And now I don't know how many we've had qualify for the BFL All-American. Well, I know Bob Cox Sr. went as a co-angler. He qualified because I was at Bull Shoals when he did that in TBF Championship. We had at least 3 that I know about go to the BFL All-American, maybe more. Oh, wait a minute. No, take that back. We had the top boater and co-angler one year, both went to the BFL All-American. So there's been 5 or 6 probably.
Yeah, Kevin Wells was one of them.
Kevin Wells went. Kevin Wells actually won the All-American as a co-angler.
That's co-angler, yep.
Won almost $100,000, I believe. Or close.
I remember that.
We've got a unique situation with the Federation. We have regional tournaments, and you can fish up to 3 regional tournaments. And then we're doing every year, because we understand through the Federation that some anglers cannot fish 2 days. They can't take the time off. They're going to have to if they want to fish the championship or the national semifinals. But sometimes it's hard to get technically 3 2-day weekends off from your work, especially with family. So we have instituted what we're calling a last chance regional. It's a 1-day tournament. It's on a weekend. And we're having it again this year, but we won't announce the location until after all the deadlines for all the regionals, because we don't want guys just saying, oh, I'm not going to fish my regional. I'm going to fish this last chance. Because we could stick it on a bad lake. We could put everybody on Buckeye in the last chance regional in the end of June. And as Tony's laughing, it could be 5 pounds could win it. I'm sorry. The end of June at Buckeye. It could be ugly.
I don't know if you could even get 5 pounds at the end of June.
I don't know. But this year, I mean, we've tried to move it around the championship. And this year we're going to Indian Lake in July. And Then the national semifinals is set for Alum Creek the second week or the third week of October. I'd have to look at the week, how it's scheduled, which could be a good time. I mean, they just had a tournament, a pot tournament over at Alum, and it took 19 pounds to win it yesterday. And the guys who won it had one over 5 also. So Alum fishing is good late in the winter.
Smallmouth or largemouth or mixed bag?
Largemouth.
Largemouth.
Yes. So I believe we're since the split at one time the federation was before the split BASS. We split from BASS and went with FLW and now Major League Fishing. We were close to 1,500 members. We were over 1,000, and now with the youth division we're 600-700. And so the split hurt us in a way, but I mean, some anglers went, and some clubs never reaffiliated with either one. They just didn't. And the one good thing about being part of the federation, a federated club, is we have a $1 million insurance policy. When you hold a tournament, if there's an incident, you're covered up to $1 million. And it's helped a couple clubs in the state. There's been incidents where somebody's tried to sue them, and the federation brought the lawyers in and helped them and took care of it. So that's one of the big benefits. I can't see anything on my end. If anybody's making any comments, they got any questions or anything.
So. Well, Dean Barnhart said Joe Harmon went as a co-angler to the BFL American.
Yeah, I knew Joe. Whoever went the year that I think Joe went, the boater was also from Ohio. So you had 2. And actually, Joe qualified again. So
this year, right?
This year for the national semifinal,
yep.
or the TBF championship. Yep. Yes.
Yeah, there's not many comments. Everybody's listening right now. They're catching the knowledge from you.
All right. The one thing, let me throw the trivia question out. I don't know what you're going to give out this time, but my second wife up north, she's not allowed in this if she's watching. In 1993, what member of the Ohio Bass Federation was honored by BASS and presented the award by Ray Scott as member of the year?
Say that one more time.
Okay. In 1993, what member of the Ohio Bass Federation was honored by BASS as Man of the Year by Ray Scott in the awards presentation?
But that didn't take long. We got a winner.
Of course. He ought to know. I should have disqualified him too.
Well, Randy Dickerson was right behind him.
Yes. Pete Matthews.
Randy was right behind him.
Pete Matthews was the first was the youth director for the Ohio Bass Federation for years. And actually, when my son won 2 of the Casting Kids contest, Pete was running them. And he also ran the championship. And then after we split, he then became the regional director of Regions 3 up north along the lake because he was from the Cleveland area. Yes. The federation is going strong. I mean, we have our youth division, our youth section is blowing up. I mean, we're getting more messages, people wanting to start clubs, and So I believe it's going to get stronger. And Jeremy Reese took over as the youth director, and Jeremy is doing a job that I don't think we imagined he was going to do. I mean, he's took it to another level. Tony saw that at the
Yes.
youth champion, the high school championship at Lake Erie. Yeah, Jeremy has taken it to another level. So I think we'll do real well. And eventually, you know, I would like to see a just a conference where we could put on for 6 hours in Columbus, have a seminar with speakers and do a roundtable, 3 or 4 speakers, and then just move the youth anglers around the rooms and catch different seminars on fishing. That would be something to consider. But it takes a lot of planning, a lot of work.
Yes, it
Is there
does.
anything you can think of, Tony? Because you're kind of
There's
stepping into the shoes that I've done for quite a while about about the tournament.
yeah, yes, I know. Debbie says, "Hey, uh, you are right," and I've I've been in the scene for the last couple of years with you, watching and listening and seeing what's going on with the tournament director side, and it's a chore. It's going to be a
It
real
can,
chore uh,
it can be.
because because you know it's like it's almost, and I hate to be this way, but it's almost like we're a babysitter. So uh, you
But
gonna say something on?
we have the core anglers in the Ohio Bass Federation that fish the regionals, the championship, and the national semifinals. They're a good group. I mean, when we need help tearing down, every guy stepped in and helped. They don't have to. They fished all day, but they stick around and waste them, and they help us for a half hour to 45 minutes to get everything put away in the tournament trailer so we can get on the road. When they could have left a half hour before that and got on the road. So I'm real happy about all that. And there's a lot of good guys in it. A lot of guys thank us for what we do, and they're a good group. They're a good group. I mean, so it'll be next year. It's going to be a little interesting. I mean, as Tony and I both fished the BFLs. It used to be the BFL had a regional for your district, and there was 5 or no, how many was it? I forget how far
Five
they
states.
were.
Five states.
Yeah, 5 states, but how many
Yep.
different regionals? But they were scattered
6.
everywhere. And like this year, the Michigan uh, regional was in the Quad Cities, and that's 9 to 10 hours away from me. And but now the BFLs have changed it, and they've grouped 2 states, and it's almost like they copied what TBF was doing, almost to the key letter to grouping the states. And so now your regional for the BFL you're not gonna have to drive that far. It's right close. And I see we're getting close on time. So but we can do this again.
Yes. Matt, the OBF meeting is February 1st, the first Saturday in February. So it'll be February 1st. Matt Fisher asked when the open meeting was. So that'll be
Yes,
February
and
1st.
we've changed locations. We've got a building from that ODNR owns that we're going to use, and it's off of Route 23, just above Delaware Reservoir. And we'll get the information out on that with an address. So it's where we're going to be. And this year, might as well throw this out a little bit. Instead of having a luncheon, we're planning on getting a couple of food trucks in the parking lot and have food, and you'll have a different choice. And as always, there'll be all kinds of raffles and everything else. And just watch the Facebook page for announcements on what we're gonna raffle off and auction off. All right,
Yep,
Tony, I
and
see I'm
that's
2 minutes over. So
yeah. Well, we can go over just a little bit. I know you got to probably get back out to the deer process, but
yeah, let's not
guys,
talk about
what he was talking there about the raffles and stuff. You can get some really really good deals coming up to the open meeting, and you don't have to be a member, right, Steve? They can come up without being a member,
that.
and
Yes.
maybe get some members.
Yes. And I imagine since Debbie's on there, I might as well throw this out because we've always done what it's a membership package. It's your membership plus entries uh, into the national semifinals, the championship, and the regionals, and the open tournament we hold also. And if you win, I think we were charging $10 for a chance, and if you win, your entry fees and everything are paid for the year. And if you don't want to, if we make actually an expiration date of 2 years on them, so it'd be good in 2025 or 2026. Full honor. So
And you done a raffle on a entry for either regional or championship because I won one of those.
well, yeah,
So
I've done that
yeah,
too.
yep.
Yes,
And I had an entry paid for my regional, so that made it nice.
yes.
But well, Steve, I appreciate you being on here. Let's see, we even raffle away. Laugh out loud. Yep, Debbie. I appreciate you coming on. I'm sorry that it took us uh, all the time that it took us to get you figured out, but now I know that anybody I get going to have to do probably a laptop instead of a phone.
Yeah,
Uh,
you're going to have to do a laptop, Tony.
okay. And I'll have to, my next one, I think next week I'm going to get Mike Swearinger on. I'm going to try to get him on from Hook and Donkeys. But I wonder, we'll have to try it and see if he can do a um, iPad.
Yeah, you can
Uh,
probably if it's got a camera in it, you can use it. Camera and a mic.
yeah. Yeah.
So
So, okay. Well, Steve, I appreciate it. And I'm sure we will be talking on the phone within the next couple days.
we always
And
do.
yeah, I don't think a week goes by that we don't discuss something on the
Oh,
phone. So
because I didn't get on till late. Did you mention the show down in Dresden this Saturday coming up
no,
for the Blue Rock?
no, I forgot about that one. Go ahead and hit that one.
In Dresden, it starts at 9 a.m. Uh, they're going to have a sportsman show. It's some sportsman organization in Muskingum County. Blue Rock Tackle is going to be there. They also said they've got a bunch of other tackle manufacturers. There's going to be all kinds of raffles. And even though technically Blue Rock's not a official sponsor of ours, they have helped us a lot. So if you're in the area, you might want to stop down. And it's not, and it's our first time doing it, and I'll be down there. I would just want to see how it's going to go. So
Yeah. What day is that on Saturday or Saturday and
Saturday at
Sunday?
9, it starts at 9 o'clock. You've already posted a link to it on your Facebook page. I saw that.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah. I
on your,
shared Jesse's. Yeah.
yeah. So for
So,
Jesse. So yeah.
okay. Well, I appreciate it, Steve, and we will be in touch.
All right. I'll talk to you later, Tony. Thank you.
Okay. Yep. Thank you. Now we can figure. Okay. There we go. Okay, guys. Also, too, uh, that was pretty good after we finally got it figured out to get Steve on here, and uh, we're learning stuff. So uh, that that made it nice. He, Steve's been really, really uh, a very big asset to the federation for the TBF. He has been uh, just amazing. I have learned so much from him, and he's carried the Federation just so much from the time he took over. I mean, he wears the Federation on his sleeve. He's always, he puts it first. So, uh, guys, anybody out there that wants to join the Federation, get a hold of me. You'll enjoy it. It's a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun doing it, and I'm looking forward to the new tournament director. I know it's going to be a chore, but it'll be fun. We'll make it work. Uh, Also, guys, George Carr sent me a message that they are fishing the Muskingum River this Sunday, ramp behind Kroger's in McConnellsville, 7:30 to 3:30, $40 a boat. So if you want to fish the tournament this weekend, the Muskingum River at the ramp behind Kroger's in McConnellsville, 7:30 to 3:30, $40 a boat. And if you got any questions, get a hold of George Carr. You can message him on Messenger. And I think that they're still running the Sunday tournament down at Gallipolis from noon to 5. Message Chris Dyer, and he can get you to. He fishes that tournament. Him and Eddie Fry. So if you want to check out that tournament down on the river, once again, guys, my boat. As I said earlier, my boat is for sale. Anybody interested? Message me on Messenger. You want to come and look at it or go for a ride? We'll see what we can get worked out. But I'm letting all the goodies go on it. I hate to let that stuff go, but I know that it'll make for a better sell by having the stuff on it. So, well, with that being said, good show tonight. Next week, I'm going to try to get Mike Swearinger on from Hook and Donkeys. Dean said earlier to donate or give so Randy Dickerson, send me your address and I'll mail you these baits. Dean said either donate them or give them to you. So I'll send them to you, Randy. So message me your address and I'll get these baits in the mail to you. Well, guys, we carried a pretty good show tonight. Time to get up there and fix me some dinner. It's been a long night trying to figure this stuff out, but we finally got it figured out and we saved the night finally. So, well, until next week, guys, I appreciate it. And hopefully we'll get this stuff down to where we'll just be able to fly right into the show with our guest and go on with it. I'm looking forward to. I'm going to be getting some more people. I'm getting ready to make some phone calls and stuff and get some other guests lined up. I got one in mind for sure after Mike. So if I can get a date together that we can get him on, and if somebody else wants to come on, reach out to me. Yeah, we'll see what we can get worked out. But okay, guys, till next week. Go out there and buy some fishing baits because it's getting a little cold to fish, but there's still tournaments going on. But and I might get into one here before long, maybe. I don't know. Right now. I want to try to get my boat sold, so I hate to take it out and put any more scratches on it. It's got enough on it. So, but anybody looking for one, let them know. Okay, guys, I'll see you next week.